Yo guys, what's up? We back with another video. I don't know if I'm. Yo guys, what's up? We back with another video today. We'll be reacting to 3 Valentine Day horror stories animated. Please like, subscribe, and post notifications, and I hope you enjoy. I'm sorry I've been gone for a while, but yeah. Whoever unsubbed, please subscribe back.
My name is Sophie, and this happened last year on Valentine's Day. I met Sam 6 months before Valentine's Day. Even though it all started out as casual dating, we soon became really close. I felt like he is the one for me. We used to go out a lot and made many good memories. Everything was going well. One day, Sam told me he recently spoke to his mother. She would like to invite us to a Valentine's Day dinner at their house. I looked at him with a nervous face and said, are you sure about bringing me to meet your family? Sam gave a big smile and said, come on, Sophie, you're a delight.
Does she not have a family or something?
I got my package.
like, what's up with this?
They will be overwhelmed to meet my girl.
Yeah.
Even though I felt things were happening soon, I didn't say that to Sam. Honestly, I was excited to meet his family too. His family stayed in a farmhouse located in the countryside.
I don't care about your dumb package.
Leave me alone. The night
alone.
before Valentine's Day. At midnight, when the clock struck 12, Sam surprised me with a bunch of roses and a beautiful heart-shaped red velvet cake. Sam loved family.
I'm got on my eye.
We exchanged our Valentine's gifts, and love was indeed in the air. Next morning, we woke
Why do you
up
make it seem like it'd be weird to go to his parents' house?
It was going to be a 5-hour drive, so we decided to start early. Sam started the car, and we were on our way. As soon as we left the city, we stepped into a refreshing nature. Long trees standing on the roadsides, and a bright sky greeted us with cool breeze. Cheered me up in no time.
So to get you burping.
We were laughing and talking on the way. I asked Sam, so how many people are there in your family? Sam smiled and said,
Not a lot.
You are still nervous about this, huh? I awkwardly smiled because I was at the time. Sam then said, well, it's not too much. My parents, my grandma, and my little sister Tina. I replied in a surprised voice, Sam, you have a sister? Why didn't you tell me earlier? How old is she? Sam smiled and said, yes, I have a...
Dang. How long have they been dating? How long have they been dating? Like 6 months? Yet you don't know. Y'all both haven't seen each other's families. And y'all... that's a little weird.
A sister. I knew someday you were going to meet her anyway, and she's 12 years old.
Someday.
I laughed at his humor. I noticed then I actually knew nothing about Sam's past or family until now. We always talked about us, but hardly talked about him or his previous life.
What about you?
All I know is Sam teaches in a city school, and we meet in a pub. I shrugged off this uncertain feeling because I am anyway going to meet his family now. We were about to reach when Sam's mom called. I obviously couldn't hear her from the other side of the phone, but with Sam's reply, I guessed that she was also excited to meet us. After 4.5 hours of driving, Sam pointed out to a dusty road on our left and said, see that road? The farmhouse is at the end of it. We got on the road, and I was surprised to see how an entire family is managing their life in such a secluded area. As far as my eyes went, I could see only trees and vast fields. At the end of the road stood a wooden farmhouse acquiring a large area.
That's kind of nice.
We finally reached near the house.
That looked kind of nice.
A small girl dressed in flower-printed frock came running towards Sam. Behind her, a woman came too, with a smile on her face. I realized it was Sam's mother, and the little girl is his sister.
What kind of 12-year-old is that? And not in my life have I ever seen a 12-year-old. What? What? I don't know. But the mom looks like he might need to stay with his family more. You might need to, okay, stop it. Now you're being weird. My dog. He might need to stay with his family more often. Cause why does the mom look at the mom, bro? Look how skinny she looks.
Running towards Sam. Behind her.
Look. Look how old she looks too, bro. He looks like he's in his mid-20s, bro. She should be like 40, 50. And 50 and 40 is not old. 60 really isn't even that old either. Yeah, she looks like, oh, yeah, man, she need to eat more.
A woman came too with a smile on her face. I realized it was Sam's mother, and the little girl is his sister.
Look at her running so slow.
She
Should
hugged
have been
Sam
at the
and
car.
said, "Welcome home, son." And she must be the beautiful Sophie, and came to hug me too. I felt her affection with her warm hug, and my face turned all red.
No, that looks a little evil. I like a little evil face right there. Look at that.
Warm hug, and
look how evil that face look. You can't tell me that don't look like an evil face. You can't tell me. Maybe she was the one who's planning on killing somebody or doing something evil.
My face turned all red with his unexpected attention. She said in a gentle voice, "Come on, let's go inside. Everyone is waiting for you two." It was a warm, beautiful house. The house had a lake in the backside. I have never been to a place so close to nature. Hence, everything felt amazing to me. Sam's mom took us to the dining room.
Woods right in my backyard.
An old woman was sitting in a big armchair, and a tall man was pouring himself a glass of wine. Sam's mom introduced me to all of them. Sam rushed to the old woman and said, "Oh, Grandma, I missed you so much."
Why did she
Grandma
like that?
smiled and then looked at me. There was something in her stare that made me feel really uncomfortable. She was not just staring at me, rather checking me out.
Whoa.
Her big wide eyes crept me a bit. Suddenly, the tall man came to me and said, "Hi, I'm William, Sam's father. Welcome, Sophie." I smiled and said, "The pleasure is all mine, sir. Thank you for having me here." Sam's grandma laughed with a creepy voice and said, "Well, none's gonna have you. We've already cooked food, dear." Everyone laughed at her joke, and I had to join them despite the joke being really not funny. Sam's mom said,
You already know she'd be down there in the basement at night with her little witch hat on, stirring up potions and stuff, probably putting stuff in their food or something, making something for them to fall asleep, so when she's making all that loud noise in the basement, they don't wake up. You know she's doing something in the basement.
"We have prepared your bed in Tina's room.
And it ain't nice. Not with that laugh. Nah, who laughs like that? I nodded my head
and said, "Oh no, it's absolutely fine." Sam's mom then turned to the little girl and said, "Tina, take Sophie to your room and be nice to her, okay?" Tina chuckled and said, "I'm always nice, Mama."
What kind of
Tina
laugh
held
is
my
that?
hand and we walked upstairs.
I don't like Tina.
As soon as I entered her room, I got shocked. Her room was nothing like a little girl's room. There were stuffed animals all over. Rabbits, eagles, deer heads were hanging from here and there. I asked her, "Whoa, what are these, Tina?" She replied in a jolly voice, "These are mementos." I said in a worried voice, "What do you mean by mementos?" She chuckled and said, "Daddy and I like to go hunting every Sunday."
Oh, see, she could be one of those. She could just like to go hunting, you know what I'm saying? Every Sunday. I know a few girls who hunt with their dad. I know a few girls who get excited just to go hunt with their dad. I don't blame them. Who doesn't want to go hunting? Have I ever been hunting? No. No, I don't know what that was. No. But I mean, the face does look a little weird. I don't know what she on with that one. But maybe she just likes to go hunting. And aren't bald eagles illegal?
These are all the animals we killed, and I stuffed them with Daddy's help. Don't you like my collection?
No.
I was out of words. Suddenly, I hear Sam's voice.
I would have been like, "Isn't the bald eagle illegal to kill?"
From behind. "Looks like you guys are already bonding."
Omari, get a life.
He stood on the doorstep and smiled.
I don't care. Get out of my room.
How casual he was to see his little
get out.
Decorating her room with dead animals instead of toys. Tina chuckled and said, "I will go check out the frosting of my strawberry cake. Mommy and I made that for you, Sophie. Brother told us you like strawberry." She ran out of the room. Sam came to me and said, "Hey, is everything fine? I know we couldn't stay together. My family is a bit conservative on that front." I replied, "No, that's fine, but don't you think your sister's room decoration is a bit weird?" Sam laughed and said, "Oh, don't you think..."
Like, look at that eagle right there. I'm pretty sure that's legal.
Your sister's room decoration is a bit weird?
Could be wrong.
Sam laughed and said, "Oh, Sophie, I forgot to tell you. Our family has a kick for hunting, you know? We have grown up amidst lots of dead animals."
Create your future as an animator. Immerse yourself in visual effects, character animation, and environment design to get your degree.
Gotta hope my girl's family ain't like this.
It's nothing.
I might have to leave her.
Now go freshen up. Dinner will be served soon.
If I ever, when I'm older, got a girl, Oh, I hope no. I might have to leave her right then and there in front of everybody too.
Around 8:30, I got downstairs with Tina for dinner. The dinner table was
like,
filled
bye,
with various kinds of meat dishes. As we all sat
mom just
down and
called in
started to
sick.
eat, my
Gotta go
mind
see
started
her.
to forget all the tensions earlier. They were a happy family after all. The steak was delicious. The chicken soup made with their farm fresh vegetables took all my tiredness away.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Tina said in a cheerful voice, "Cut the cake, Mommy. Give Sophie the big piece." Sam's sister was really adorable. In one word, I was having a really
I don't look
good
adorable
time.
to me. I look a little.
Sam came to kiss me goodnight. We were just talking when I heard Sam's father's voice from downstairs. "Come on, Sam. Hurry up. It's time now." I asked, "Time for what, Sam?" Sam replied, "My father and I are going to hunt some wild boar tonight. There's a forest about 20 minutes from our house. Anyways, gotta go, love. See you in the morning."
Why at night?
I saw Sam and his father driving away in their van from Tina's window. I was surprised to know Sam could be the guy who likes to hunt wild boars at night. I mean, he appeared very simple to me. I lied down on my bed. Tina was asleep already. Don't exactly remember what time it was, but I heard a woman scream and woke up in fear.
Karate chop.
It took some time to adjust my eyes with the darkness of the room, and I saw Tina was not in her bed. I was almost ready to get up and look for her just when I turned to my left and got freaked out like hell. Tina was standing just beside my bed. I said in a terrified voice, "What was that? And what are you doing here?" Tina replied in a perfectly calm voice, "Don't be so scared, Sophie. It was just a pig's cry." I replied in a shaken voice,
"I told you they on that weird stuff."
"Pig?
Gosh.
What pig? I don't think it was a pig." Tina sat down beside me and said, "Yeah, the animals scream when Daddy skins them. It's absolutely fine." Words like that coming from a 12-year-old not only felt bizarre, but pointed out the fact that their entire family is hiding a secret. I decided to check things out on my own, so I acted normal and went back to bed.
Why?
I waited for Tina to fall asleep again.
I feel bad for this girl.
As soon as I heard her quiet breathing, I tiptoed to the corridor. I saw the light in their woodshed from the window downstairs. Everyone was asleep. I slowly opened the door and started to walk toward the woodshed.
They need to be asleep.
Soft grass on the ground helped me to suppress the sound of my footsteps. The door of the woodshed was locked, but I could hear sounds of chomping and Sam's father laughing in excitement. I crouched on the ground and put my eye on the door lock.
She ate him.
What I saw ran shivers down my spine. A woman was laying on a huge wooden table.
At first, when I said she ate human, I was genuinely kidding. Until now. Until she heard the girl scream, I was like, "Oh, yep, so they ate human." And the only reason I knew that she ate human after hearing the girl scream for sure, is because, well, most of the time in a lot of these horror stories, someone ate human. Trust me. I watch a lot of these horror stories on my own time. In fact, by the same guy I'm watching right now. And I watch him on my own time or someone else. A lot of the time, certain things, they ate human. I'm telling you, once you watch so much, you already know what's going to happen.
She looked like a hiker.
It's just enjoyable to watch.
She was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes were open like a dead fish, blood dripping from her face and hand. I couldn't see anymore because someone stood in front of the lock and my view got guarded. But I heard Sam's father say, 2 to 3 groups are residing in the forest who came for camping. Tomorrow we will hunt a male. Your mother wanted to make the steak again. Sam laughed and said, "Yeah, Dad, who could tell today's steak was cut out from a man's thigh? I mean, it tasted delicious." I couldn't believe my ears and eyes. These people are cannibals. Oh my God. What do I do now?
You go back up. You go right back upstairs. You act like you were asleep the whole time and you didn't hear anything. Tomorrow morning, you say you want to go out to the town and you leave. Don't come back. In fact, is that car his or yours? If it's his, just take it, go to the cops. No one cares.
While turning towards the house, I kind of leaned into the door and made a sound.
Yeah, she would lean into the door. She would lean into the door. And I hate people.
Sam said, "Dad, there's someone outside the door." But by the time they opened the door, I was already inside. I peeped from the dining window and saw Sam looking around for some time, and then again went inside. I heaved a sigh of relief. I realized this is my only chance. I rushed to his room and took the car keys. I was about to go to the main door when I saw Sam's grandma standing near the door blocking my way.
Bro, now you gotta knock her out.
She gave me a vicious smile and said, "You can't leave. You are supposed to be one of us now. My grandson wants to marry you so you can stay with us forever." I said in a disgusted voice, "You guys are sick.
Knock her
Feasting
out.
on human flesh? You are all fucking cannibals. Leave me alone and let me go."
Knock her out.
But she obviously didn't listen to me. She started to scream, and I knew she was going to wake everyone up.
See, this is what
I
happens
rushed toward her and knocked her down with one punch.
There you go.
She fell on
You
the
didn't
floor,
punch
and
her.
I ran for my life.
Stop it. You
I
grabbed
jumped
her
into
and
the car
stopped.
and saw the house lights were on. I didn't look back for a second, just started the car and drove as fast as I could.
Speed.
I reported to the cops about this family, but they only found a burnt-down house on the same address I gave them. I don't know where they all went, but I'm sure they have escaped suspecting I would go to the cops.
Oh, they definitely escaped. They were like, "Oh, yep, just let her go." They packed their bags, got what they wanted to keep, and then were like, "Well, I'm to burn down this house." They really took the time to burn down everything. Everything.
I just hope I never meet any of them again. Not even that cannibal little girl.
Whoa, chill. First of all, if she's a little girl, you're like 20. If you don't knock her out... See, I told you I watched right there. I didn't mean to do what I just did, but I told you. If you don't knock that little girl out, though. But please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hope you enjoy. And, yeah, you know what I'm saying.